Hi there, I'm Pauline Messenger. I'm an angelic Reiki master, British healer, and the author of Only Dead Fish Go With This Flow. Today I would like to talk about losing a child. I'm not talking about this from studying about it, or I've had personal experience. This week I had my son's 3rd anniversary. Stephen was 29 when he died. He died abroad. And I was told, I got that awful phone call at 3 o'clock in the morning, which every parent dreads. By 12 o'clock, I was at Newcastle Airport and I was checking in to a flight to take me to bring his body home. It was one of the worst flights I've ever had. I had to make, and also it didn't help when someone getting on the flight turned around and looked at me and said, "It can't be that bad." Well, I can tell you there is nothing which I have experienced in my life that has been as bad as losing my son. Nothing tells you what to do. You've just got to, it's like drowning. You've got to try and tread water until you find out what to do. I got a leaflet 8 months later put through my door, how to deal with losing a child abroad. Needless to say, I was quite angry when I got it. But never mind, on that awful day, a friend of mine came and she went on the internet, she Googled it, and she was able to give me the instructions of what I needed to do when I got to go pick Stephen's body up. It was traumatic. We had to sort out all of his belongings within just a few days because Stephen lived not far from his brother, who was only 20 at the time, and no way could I leave Paul to sort out anything to do with Stephen. Everything had to be done before it returned home. And so we had to put emotions away and deal with the job in hand. For me personally, Stephen had depression, deep depression, when he was 15 and when he was 25. When he was 25, he actually tried to commit suicide. He tried to hang himself in the garage, and then he was on the cliffs. And fortunately, a police helicopter rescued him. He got help, and within a weekend, he got turned round, and from then on his life improved and got so much better. He lived the happiest years of his life from 25 to 29. And so when I went to bring his body back, I realised that it was his time. Everything just seemed to be telling me that this time Stephen didn't want to go, but he had to go. And that is one thing we have to learn in life, that when we are called, there's nothing we can do about it. We just have to go. Stephen had led a full life for the 29 years, and that I was very grateful for. He did lots of different things. He had lots of different experiences, and many people touched his life, or he touched many people's lives, should I say. And you realise how precious life is. And I feel, yes, the odd day, I still have a bad day. The tears maybe don't last as long. The pain's still there. I don't think it'll ever go. That is one thing I realised this year, as 3 years, when it got to the end of July, I started to feel sick again. because when Stephen died, I got a lump in my throat and it wouldn't go. I couldn't eat. I didn't know what it was. I later found out that apparently when mega stress happens, then your throat muscles go into spasm. And that is why you feel so sick, you can't eat food, and until it goes away. The one thing I will say is Bach's remedy or homeopathic treatment definitely helps. It helped me. And I always have it in my handbag because I never know if there's an occasion that will set it off. Nothing can prepare you. It could be sitting in a coffee shop, hearing a mum say a nursery rhyme. It could be just something what you like to do, or you might see something which reminded you of your child, and that sickness comes back. It happens at Christmas, November. Normally, at the end of November, I get the sick feeling again. When it happens, I don't realise until a few days pass, and then I become aware. Yes, Stephen's birthday is in December. We had the interment of his ashes on the 23rd of December. And of course, you have Christmas, which Stephen absolutely adored Christmas. He was everything Christmas was about. He got so excited, and so it is very, very difficult. And nothing, you cannot prepare yourself. You don't know, as I say, when it's going to happen, how it's going to affect you. And you just think you're having a low day. And then maybe the next day is the same until the trigger's there and you think, yeah, I know why I'm feeling like this. And you have to be kind to yourself. You've got to just take it easy those days. Give yourself time out. Don't pressurize yourself. You've got to realise that your body is telling you when you feel so tired, in fact you feel so exhausted, you have got to realise your body is telling you to just rest. And after the occasion, whether it's an anniversary, birthday, whatever, then you will get your energy back. I can't say how long because we're all different. We all grieve differently. I used to find when Stephen died, I'm on my own, and I felt it was hard. I didn't have a cuddle. I didn't have anybody there to support me because my other son, Paul, lives in Dubai. And so I had to deal with it. He had to deal with it. And my ex-husband had to deal with it as well. We all had to deal with it in our own way. But I have talked to people who were married, and even though they were all in one house, they all grieved differently. And they found it harder because they had to accommodate other people's grieving. Whereas I suppose if I have a bad day, I just give myself permission and just, I'll have a good cry. And then suddenly I get the calm after the storm, and I'll give myself a wash, put my lipstick on and face the world. And that's what we have to do, because although they have died and passed over, they are actually there with us, encouraging us to live our lives to the full, to do the things what we never thought we would do, to enjoy every minute, because life is so precious. We never know when we can go. For me personally, last year, I had a dream, and Stephen came to me in the dream. And he said, "Mum, I've come to take you home." He said, me and a friend have come to take you home. And I woke up. I had terrible chest pain. And I thought, am I ready to go? And I thought, no, I'm not. I've still got things to do. So I said, "I'm sorry, son, but I can't come yet." And I phoned 999. I ended up having a triple heart bypass. But now I realise that I am here for a reason. I can go into a room, the person I sit next to could well have lost a child. I could speak to somebody on the bus. I've sat next to somebody on an aeroplane and they've lost their child. And they don't see the signs which I see. You know, you might see them. You might smell their smell. You might hear their song, that one song which you know reminds you of them. It could be, for me, it's a Harley Davidson. When I hear a Harley Davidson, immediately I think of Stephen, because he was a biker. His bike was everything. There's a butterfly, a dragonfly. You know, it comes to the window, and I think, okay, I've got to take note of this. And when you start and see, it could be a white feather, it could be a coin, pennies from heaven. And these are signs to let you know that your loved one is there. In my book, Only Dead Fish Go With the Flow, I have written about my journey from when Stephen died until his first anniversary. I have had people contact me to say, could they meet me for a coffee? They want to tell me their experience since they've read my book. One lady in particular, she'd finished reading it. I didn't know she'd lost a child. And she said she'd sat up in bed and she'd broke her heart. And when she eventually found peace, she got up, made the bed, and went into the bathroom to get ready, wash her face, and get ready to face the world. When she went back into the bedroom, her little girl, who she'd lost, a bracelet was in the middle of the bed. And she realised, you know, she said, it's always in the jewellery box. I said, yes, but your little girl has done that to prove to you that she is still around you. She wants you to know she is with you always. And I said, you have to listen, because if something in your head tells you to do something or not to do something, they are warning you, and they are there to protect you. And she said, do you know, that's funny. She said 2 weeks prior to meeting me, she'd been in Glasgow with a group of friends, and she said in her head she was told, move your chair, move your seat. And she thought, oh, I'm going to have to disturb everybody else. No, I'll just stay where I am. During the night, someone passed a chair over her head and it fell on her head. And then she realised that actually if she'd listened to that voice, she wouldn't have been hurt. And it confirmed what I was telling her, that whenever you hear something, listen, because they are communicating. And I feel when you have lost a child, you are more open to hearing their voices than what you were before. You might have seen a feather, or you might have seen, but when it's your child, they want you to know they're with you. And I know without a doubt, Stephen is with me. This morning, I've had a tough week this week, with it being his 3rd anniversary. And this morning, I went on my phone, going to get upset, and there was a video with his voice. That means the world to me. And I've actually put it on Facebook because I know it'll help others who miss him, just maybe not as much as me, but they will still miss him. And to hear his voice was everything. That tiny little bit meant the world to me. So please, if you have lost your child, listen out, watch for the signs, and know that they are with you always. If you have lost a child and you would like to email me, please email me at info@paulinemessenger.com. You can go to my website, paulinemessenger.com. You can leave a message there and I will get back to you. But it is a very, very hard journey you're on. It's, as I say, it's 3 years for me. Does it get easier? Not really. You just learn to live with the pain and the heartache. Part of your heart has gone with your child and you feel it. You really do. So I send you all my love today, and I am here. If you want to get in touch, please do. There's nothing like talking to someone who has gone through the pain that you've gone through, to understand. Yes, we all grieve differently, but our pain is similar. So until the next time, take care, and I send you all my love and light, and hope that you do learn to live with your pain. And as I say, if you want to get in touch, please do. Please like and my YouTube channel. Please subscribe. Until the next time, take care. Sending you lots of love. Bye for now.